What's up, everybody? I'm Duncan, and welcome to another Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. I'm actually enjoying this meta. I've gone undefeated for 2 streams, which is really fun with this same team. We're going to use the same team as last video, and I think then I'm going to retire this team, because while it is fun, at this point it's doing super well, and I want to give it a bit of a break and try something else. I've got another couple of teams in the back. Yeah. This guy has Mega Gyarados, which is a massive threat in this meta. Dragonite, which is good. It's not great. Alolan Muk, amazing. Gengar, amazing. Zapdos, amazing. And then Eevee. Alolan Eevee is... yeah, it's decent. It's decent. So he's got 4, like, top-tier threats. And then 2 good mons. I definitely think I'm leading Jambad here, because he probably leads Mega Gyarados and knocks out Jambad if I lead Jambad. But I really like rocks here for the Dragonite, for the Gyarados if he doesn't lead Gyarados, for the Zapdos. But if he leads Gyarados and I predict it, and I lead Zapdos, I'm going for the Zapdos lead. I'm going to predict the Gyarados lead. It's not what you're meant to do with this team. You're meant to always lead Jambad because rocks are so valuable. But I think I predict the Gyarados lead and I lead Zapdos here. Because I can U-turn with Zapdos and do chunk damage. Or if he switches, then I can U-turn into Aerodactyl, who has a good matchup against every other mon on this team. I think preserving Aerodactyl is like really good because it beats everything except for Eevee. And oh, he led Gengar. No, I could have led Arrow. Unfortunate. Well, we can hit him with a slow U, and we're only losing a little bit of health on Zapdos. Zapdos is quite a bulky boy. So it should be alright. Why is Gengar slow? Okay, well, Gengar can't Oko Arrow. Like that, it really can't. There's nothing it can run that can Oko Arrow, so I'm going to go Arrow anyway. It threatens Gengar with Earthquake. Yeah, that's fine. It does good damage, but it's fine. Alright, so we threaten him with Earthquake. I think he probably switches, but just in case, I'm going to get Stealth Rocks up anyway. Just in case he doesn't switch, I'm not too bothered by losing Arrow. It's okay. Like, it'd be a shame. My boy Jambad, 10,000 years old, from the dawn of time. But there goes the switch. Into Gyarados almost certainly, because that has to come in now. Yeah. So he's avoiding Rocks damage by switching in Gyarados now, which is smart. And now I have to decide what on my team is going to take a Waterfall from Mega Gyarados, because I think preserving Arrow here is really good. Once Gyarados dies with Rocks up, Mega Arrow basically sweeps. So what do we want to take a Waterfall on? I think we can go back into Burb, honestly. I think Burb comes in here, takes a Waterfall, hits him with a Thunderbolt, weakens him down. As soon as he's weakened to about a 1/3 HP range, then he's in Mega Arrow range. And I do think it's going to be Aerodactyl Megaing this time, and not the Gyarados myself. So, oh, Thunder Wave into Burb. That is perfect. That is not a great turn for my opponent. I think we U-turn then, right? He has to switch. Yes. Okay. We're out here making plays. Tallest meme. We definitely got Muk here. Muk is such a good answer to Alolan Eevee, because Alolan Eevee in this meta is almost always special. Like, I've seen physical once, I think. And it runs like Dragon Pulse, Mega Drain. Not Giga Drain. It's the same as Giga Drain, though. Like, they changed it. They removed Giga Drain, and then they powered Mega Drain up to be as powerful as... whatever. Anyway, we're going to go Muk. The boy Trick House. This team is so solid. Honestly, guys, I do not think there is a better team in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I think this is the best team. The best possible team. Yeah, he's going to double into his own Muk almost certainly. Yeah. Like, he's got to know he's in trouble when his only answer to Muk is Muk. Now, this does tend to go long, the Muk versus Muk matchup, so I'm going to switch. Shofu's a really good switch in for Muk because he doesn't take much from a crunch. He He's immune to Toxic if it's the Toxic stall set. He's immune to Poison Jab. He doesn't care if they set up an Acid Armor because he just Earthquakes 3 times instead of twice. And there's a Rock Slide. He'll resist that. That's great. Nice. You know what's weird, though? After playing Temtem all last night, not having a stamina system. Every move, use it like being fine. Here we go. Muck's going to switch out. He knows Earthquake's coming then. What's he going to go into? Yeah, Zapdos. Okay. That was a decent play. He knew that I couldn't risk not clicking Earthquake because of Acid Armor. Alright. So. I'm just going to Ice Punch the Zapdos, honestly. Yep, Thunder Wave is fine. Shofu's already the slowest thing in the world. It's better than getting burned by a Gengar. Just don't get fully paralyzed. Yeah, and there's the Ice Punch. This does huge damage. And takes out Bad Rap past the Zapdos. That is going to be another huge obstacle in the way to my Aerodactyl sweep gone. Because obviously it can switch on the Earthquakes. And Earthquake is necessary for both Gengar and Muck from Mega Aero. Tallest Meme comes in. This is a weird play because obviously Ice Punch is going to knock this out. Ice Punch definitely does more than Double Iron Bash here because it's quite effective. So maybe he's relying on a Paralysis. He's got Flamethrower though. That's going to do a chunk. That's going to do a big chunk. But Ice Punch is going to finish him off. So he's just sacking off Eggy here. Best one to sack if he's going to be able to do 70% or 60% there, I think. It's probably his best choice to sack off the Eggy and go into something else and try and take me out. This is a really bad matchup for my opponent, I think. I just think he had nothing to do with Mega Aero. He has nothing to deal with Melmetal, which is an absolutely ridiculous Pokemon. Melmetal is just ridiculous. Gengar's going to come back in. So I'm going to have to go down to this Gengar here, I think. I could switch in Muck. But it's risky if he's got Will-O-Wisp and predicts it and burns my Muck. That's unfortunate. But I do have Rest. Do I need Shofu for anything else on his team? No, Shofu doesn't beat anything else on his team. I think it's better to just lose Shofu and be safe here. But we're real. We're so real. We're going in Muck. Just on Will-O-Wisp. We'll be fine. Alright. Mega Gyarados is still a big threat to us, though. So we do need to be careful about that. Yeah, Shadow Ball, we're going to eat this. Muck is so specially defensive. Look at that. 0 damage. I think we just crunch here. I think we don't really care if he switches. And there's the Will-O-Wisp. Crunch is a 2-hit KO now instead of a 1-hit KO, which is fine. Damaging Gengar a good amount is great. Still does so much damage. And a defense drop. Not that it matters. I think he's going to switch in Gyarados here. This game lacks a lot of offensive setup. Like, it really doesn't have much offensive setup. I'm going to Acid Armor. Because I do want to rest with Muck and get rid of this burn. Yeah, there's the Gyarados. So Acid Armor's really good here because it's going to let us rest, right? And that's all I really care about is rest and then finishing the rest turns, and then I can switch. I just want to be able to safely rest and not take too much damage before I wake up. Because the burn is obviously crippling my Muck. So I think a rest here is fine. We don't really care about anything that this Gyarados could do to us unless it reveals Earthquake. Like that, but that's fine. Because it won't kill us through Acid Armor. And then we rest, and then we can switch, and we can use our rest turns on his Muck later. That's fine. He now has a choice. He can either attack predicting Zapdos, or he can Earthquake again. I think he's going to crunch here. I might regret this switch to Zapdos, honestly. We'll see. I can't believe he gave his Pikachu the Afro in the background there. Yeah, there's the Earthquake. That's fine. He was trying to be safe against Muck. He didn't want to give me a free sleep turn. I'm going to U-turn again. I know that it's predictable because I've U-turned every time in front of Gyarados, but I think it's a fine play when I'm this far ahead to just stay safe and keep momentum going. Because worst case scenario, I U-turn and I go into something else that can also beat Gyarados. And U-turn damage is still super effective. And there's the switch. into Muck. He's running out of switch-ins for Zapdos, which is awesome. And this, see this Stealth Rock's damage. Look at Stealth Rocks in this meta. I think it needs to be banned. I do think it needs to be banned. I don't think Stealth Rocks is fair when there's no removal. There's no removal in the whole game. Let's go Jamvad. Let's Mega Evolve and let's Earthquake. I think that's game. Managed to hit him up with that 6-0 booty clap because nothing beats Mega Arrow and nothing beats a good Emvee team. So we're going to Mega Evolve. We're going to hit him with Earthquake. He does have Dragonite that he can switch in on that, but then he just dies to Rock Slide anyway. Mega Gyarados is the only thing that can actually take a hit from this, but if he does go Mega Gyarados, we just go back to Zapdos and U-turn again. And every time we do that, we take away one of his Mons. So I'm actually fine with this situation. I do think that this is pretty much guaranteed 6-0. But I'll take it. You know, like, sometimes it happens. Sometimes when you've got a team that just dominates in a meta, you can afford to just 6-0 people. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to win. My boys. I got guns. There's Gyarados. He's got to predict the Zapdos switch in now, right? He's got to crunch. I don't have anything else to switch in. I mean, I could switch in my own Gyarados, but it's not a Mega anymore, so... There we go. Bub comes in, and are we going to get crunched? Is that what we're going to see? Nope, we're going to see a waterfall. That's fine, too. That's still damage. Oh, my lord, that's still a lot of damage. Okay, so we're going to Thunderbolt here, and I think we're not going to get our 6-0. But Thunderbolt is our best play. I think my opponent underestimated the power of his own Mega Gyarados as well. I think maybe if he'd just been a little bit more out there with, like, crunches, a little bit more aggressive, he could have had a much better matchup. Much better match. But he does take out Burb. He avoids the 6-0 ass clap, and that's always important. Getting 6-0'd never feels good. But unfortunately for him, Jamvad is going to come in, and barring a miss with Rock Slide, we're going to take out the rest of his Mons. You do have to say barring a miss, because if I miss Rock Slide here... And I missed Rock Slide here! Of course I did, because I'm Duncan. Because if he switched in Dragonite. Paddy in the back, like, why would you risk Rock Slide? Because if he switched in Dragonite, I needed to kill it. That's bad. That's really bad. I should have... Yeah, Paddy's right. I should have just gone for Earthquake. If I'd gone for Earthquake, I would have been fine, because worst case scenario, he switches into Dragonite, and I just Rock Slide it after that. But I really thought he'd switch. I really thought he'd preserve this, because it doesn't quite die to rocks. It has one more switch in. Okay, well, we've got a bit of a struggle now, but that's fine. We'll take out his Gyarados with our Gyarados. Yikes. There goes our 5-0. Dragonite should lose to Gengar, though, with rocks. We've still got Shofu and Muck. I think we're alright. There's his Gengar. I think we're okay. Yeah, that's his last switch in of this Gengar as well. We can just crunch here. He won't be able to kill us. Oh, no, he's got T-Bolt. He definitely will be able to kill us. Okay. Well, that Rock Slide miss was really unfortunate. I think I might lose if I lose a speed tie. No, I've got Trick House. It's fine. It's fine. Even though he sleeps for 2 turns, I have Trick House. Wow. The 5-0 to the 2-0 from just unfortunate situations. T-Bolt won't 3-hit KO us. So we're fine. It almost 3-hit KOs us. But we are fine to just sit here and click Crunch and take this Gengar out. Oh my lord, I can't believe that. Of course he has T-Bolt. I run T-Bolt. Everybody runs T-Bolt. Shadow Ball is resisted. Not sure why he'd switch that move up. Oh, he's going for the Spadef drop. He was going for the Spadef drop. What? Wow. What a lad. Yeah. We'll wake up here. Yeah, there's the T-Bolt. He didn't get his Spadef drop. Shadow Ball into Spadef drop into T-Bolt wouldn't have killed me. He needed to get Shadow Ball Spadef drop into double T-Bolt. So he should have gone for Shadow Ball first. But I guess he didn't know the calcs. And we should be able to beat Dragonite here. Honestly, like, Muck just crunches Dragonite, hopes for a defense drop, and then we go into Gengar and finish it off. Twitch name, it's a reference to the Derpanite days, the old days, the days we never speak of. Let's see what happens. Outrage. Okay. Well, the question is, does Outrage even kill Melmetal? I think it's best to not risk Gengar to an Outrage, just in case we don't kill at 75%. So I think we go Melmetal. And we'll just Ice Punch here and hopefully live an Outrage. Melmetal is an incredibly fat boy. Incredibly fat. Look at that. 0 damage. We even live another one. And Ice Punch to finish things off. Okay, so we still picked up the win. Obviously not the win I thought we were going to get because of that Rock Slide miss. That was a risk I did not need to take. So that was a misplay on my behalf. So I apologize for the lack of the 5-0. But we still win. We remain undefeated with this team. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright then, guys, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, you can click up here to see more videos of this type on my channel. If you want to check out something else a little bit different, then you can click down here. And if you want to see everything that I upload, you can click the subscribe button right here.